All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Great Pretender, episode 1. It finally won a poll.
It did. It's one of those anime that's been out since, I think before the beginning of the whole the virus and everything.
Oh shit!
It's been out for a while. It's been that long. But see, the thing is with Semblance of Sanity, we get to your favorite anime eventually.
Yep.
Yeah. To quote another thing out there,
indeed.
But this anime is one that I think I actually know a decent small amount of.
Same.
With regards to the premise of this.
Because the title is rather,
the title is very straightforward in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know anything about the plot, so I'm really glad that that's something that's kind of held separated from each other.
But when I think about stories involving a con artist as the main character, they're rarely bad. They're always at least good, I feel like. And then sometimes they're fantastic.
Right.
So I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I want to have the other thing that I've I've had explained to me about this show a little bit is that it's a very multicultural cast of characters.
Nice.
I'm very excited to see how they handle different languages in this anime.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be very relevant for a show about a con artist.
Right. You know, potentially having the whole, ooh, now we're in Paris, or ooh, now we're in Florida.
Oh, yes. It doesn't have to, but I will be a little sad if we don't get the in this location, Yeah.
I very much love that as well. I love watching heist films or, kind of we're going to gather a team together for this job.
Yes. I definitely watched Leverage religiously back in the day.
Yeah. And I'm a good fan of just the Ocean's 11, the Italian Job, those kind of shows or movies. So if we can get something like that in here, but for anime, something that's animated by Studio Wit, I'm very excited about that. Yeah. So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Oh, someone is very high up.
Oh, and being hung upside down. Okay. Hollywood!
What? So this was personal.
And yet they didn't hate him enough to kill him or something, right?
No. Nice English, though.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in Japan...
Wait, Water Bureau.
It's Tokyo. The old people gossip.
Oh. Alright. This lady's getting hustled. Watch, the dude's actually legit, but he just seems scummy.
I love that detail sometimes where people will take off their glasses to read something,
Wow. Oh my god.
That's genius.
So did he convince her that an actual government employee was a con artist?
Nice. Yep.
Right. Hence, yeah, he's not suggesting she buy it necessarily, but I do have it if you want it.
See, they're a team. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. There's your cut. Yep. Wait, so he's an addict. He's going to the pachinko machines with their money. Ha ha!
Okay. Ooh, I like the style.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, so at least at some point, the story's gonna go to California.
Right. No, watch. She's gonna end up getting, caught or something, and he's gonna need to flee the country.
Ah, case 1-1. Oh, okay.
I like it.
So by the end of this episode, he'll be...
Right.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Did you drop this?
Nice.
You better check inside. This is mine.
Wow.
Nice.
It's mine.
That's my wallet. Chalet des.
And you got him. Oh, no, he
but
checked.
He checked to make sure.
Yeah. Or did he really get him?
I don't think he did.
Welcome Japan! ってなもんだ。財布を持たせるところがポイントなんだよ。
Oh, interesting. I like it.
枝村さんの趣味は安上がりですもんね。分かってねえな。
Maybe he did get.
ロマンが。
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, shit.
That guy's good then. No shot. That was so fast.
そんなどうやって
He hugged you, yeah.
最初渡した時にすり替えた。
But that wouldn't have been something of like opening it up and putting the like the fake money in. That would have been like having a whole fake wallet to switch.
I don't know. No, I think he knew that was his wallet. It's just that he's that good. I mean, he held him for a good second or two, like
Right,
full
but that's
2
still.
seconds. Oh my god.
I like the energy of that movement.
Oh.
方向同じなんだ。相乗り頼むよ。How did you take my wallet?
What are you talking about? It was you who said it was my wallet.
Nice.
All right.
Keep this. Japanese candy. Totemo oishi.
とても美味しい。
ロスか。この際高飛びってのも悪くない。
Did he just put contraband in your backpack?
Might have.
昨日手形。すいません。
Yeah.
満席でございましてキャンセル待ちになります。
キャンセル出ると思うんで。
Yeah.
ポケットの中に何か。
Oh. Oh shit.
Oh. God damn. All right.
Cool. And hey,
Hey!
let's go.
All right.
Goodbye, Japanese boy.
I don't need to take off my shoes. Do I?
Starting out with this much English, it gives me life.
It gives me so much life, yeah. What is his native tongue then, would you say?
How long are you going to follow me?
I mean, he's blonde, so 100% English.
No.
Cost you more?
No. He said,
Your accent is very unique.
What's about it?
It doesn't sound very Japanese.
Oh. Okay.
ふざけるでねキキンオラを怒らせたおっかねえど
and I am in bed with the mafia.
Right.
The Die Hot series. That's about as American sounding as it comes. Like,
Where's John McClane?
よしこうするべオラがおめえより高く売りつけてみせるうまく
Okay.
30万円
プラスオラの手下さなっても
インテリというよりオタクだな
damn.
Cleans up pretty good.
なんかオラと随分違うんだ
He looks like the assistant.
He's also shorter,
Yeah.
younger.
And the glasses probably add to it.
僕はローラ
Laurent. Yeah, I think he's
Okay.
French.
枝村ま
Yeah.
枝豆
Yeah.
じゃあ普通さ
Wow.
オラアミゴスケタウ
ダンス野郎にダチと言われる
You frog bastard. Whoa.
日本の友人だ人見知りでね君のようなでかいのと遊んでみたいそうだ
Ah!
Who can sell it for hire, depending on what kind of contraband? Who do you think you're going to be selling it to?
心で待ってろ
Yeah, I don't think this guy's ever been around people with guns before.
No.
あいつはさっきニュースに出てた
プロデューサーとは名ばかりのハリウッ
Yep. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
ド言ったろ日本製品はハイクオリテ
そんなもんに500ドルも出すわけ
ィ500
5 million.
Yen?
クソだよな。ディカプリオがやるわけない。出せるか。
Not even if you try and make it Oscar bait?
劣化はとどまる
ダメ。英語もできん。歌とダンスを仕込んだ方がいいかもしれんな。
あ、どうも。
She's also a con artist.
だから天才なんだよ、枝村博士は。
Wow.
エディ、博士の身分証は？
それより商品が先だ。
おっと、これは特製でね。そのまま吸ったらあの世行きで。というわけで、はい。
Oh.
Wouldn't have been expecting piano.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she's coked out
Whoa.
of her mind.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. So cocaine and ecstasy at the same time.
薬学の先進国、日本の最新合成麻薬。卸値は1ケース1000個入りで1万ドル。契約は博士への報酬と初期費用、それに独占契約料で。
Yeah, he is selling it.
Uh-huh.
注射痕や鼻炎を。
In fact, I had this chucklehead run it over here.
おいみんな、さすが。
Oh, damn.
Oh, shit.
Wait.
Trying to get some of the soil, maybe, so that he can... I don't know whether he's just going crazy because he's high. Or,
No,
oh,
no,
okay.
yeah. Pocket
All right.
sand. Yep. Then climb on top of him to get over the gate. Yep.
Yep. All right. Okay, and you're out.
Yeah, bro, that's a good one.
Run and keep
Get it,
running.
Get it, get out.
だサラザールのやつ。
博士を説得して連れ戻すよ。
Still playing the angle that he's the doctor.
Yep, yep.
聞いたようだから貸してもらえる？
好きにしろ。
Yeah, I guess if you make him high.
お前さん何者だ。オラを麻薬の運び屋にしやがっただか。来るな。オラは空手の黒帯だ。
Eh. She was in on it with him. Oh.
All right.
Out.
No mercy.
今のは
鶴の構え。
Crane style.
Okay.
God, I love
Awesome.
this. Wow. All
Wait a
the
minute.
way- It finally got here. Yep.
まさか決勝が当たるなんてね。
でも応募した覚えがないんだよな。
この浄水器。
Holy shit.
Wow.
And they're still there.
コンフィデンスマンさ。
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. This is smooth.
Do you recognize?
No.
Recognize it now?
No.
No.
I don't think I've ever heard this.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Yep.
God damn.
Yep.
That explains why I was thinking, wow, this is probably one of the best English performances that I've heard in an anime.
All right.
Okay.
This is called The Great Pretender, but it's also The Great Bamboozle.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And I love the idea that the main character gets hoodwinked right out the gate, because that way we can have a main character that gets to struggle. I feel like with con stories, it can be very easy to have the person that's pushing the plot end up being so hyper competent that you're not actually worried. you
Right.
know?
Everything is just hand waved away as problems.
Right,
because
exactly.
You can do anything off screen. Yeah,
Yep,
exactly. Yep.
But nope, that's not the case for this guy, even though he thinks
He's going to
hot
join up
shit.
with them for sure.
He's going to join up with them, and he is actually really good, because while in the presence of, the mafia don or whatever, right, as soon as he sees the watch, he's able to instantly figure out what's going on, and then also do what he needs to do in order to escape that situation. So
Right, and then he also
good job.
asked the guy the person at the Mosi's to get him a watch like his, meaning that that's another identifier for other people to then know that they're working together. So he clued in very quickly. We didn't clue in at all.
Nope.
That was genius.
And that's kind of crazy to think about because
it's almost like too crazy. Yeah.
Right, because especially because with a thing like the old grandma lady, right? You know, that they set him up to, you know, con properly and everything.
He was conning the conman while he was being conned.
Right, exactly. That's a very noticeable watch, right? You know, rich tourist in a nice suit. Okay, I wouldn't think too much of it, right? Kind old grandma lady, you know, that is not sure if she wants to spend money on a water purifier. That's a bit tougher. So I like that they demonstrated the ways in which both of them are competent, but he really does have a lot to learn. And so while it will be very risky to run with this crew because holy shit, you already pissed off someone very powerful, you could go far with these people. At the very least, you'll go fast.
He'll go fast, yeah. I think the big thing here is that there is a team, there is a group, there is an organization, and Laurent might not even be the biggest cheese in the organization. But I love that it was so in-depth to the point that Abby, even if that's probably not even her name, put on a full act of the drug, and pretended that it was giving her this crazy high, and sold it so well that the guy was like, "Yeah, I'll do whatever you say now."
Right. That's
nuts. Wild.
Yes.
Because I bought it. Like I was like,
too.
This is very different. I don't think that usually, thinking in my head here, like usually someone getting some kind of crazy stimulant or some kind of what have you wouldn't get them to freak out immediately. Like that.
And the thing is that like I kind of go with it because I'm like, okay, this is fiction, right? And so if you've got some new crazy drug that hits the streets, then sure, maybe it looks like cocaine and ecstasy combined. Sure, why not? You know, right? But oh no, hey, that's actually just all part of the ruse. Right? Like love it.
I love it.
Awesome.
And now we've been told effectively to not trust anything because it can all be just a little bit of conning and a little bit of planning and scheming, and it's all a lie.
Even the bit that normally would have been very hard to swallow for me here, of why are they conning this guy, right? Because to have a twist like this, where it's the oh no, everybody's been working and conspiring for this thing,
the fake
behind
cops,
the scenes,
the guy that was your partner, the lady that you sold the water purifier to.
All of this stuff is incredibly complicated and doesn't necessarily on the surface seem to have a direct benefit to Laurent for why he would go through all of this effort for some random schmuck. But the reason that he did is because, yes, he actually did believe in your talents. And he wanted to make sure that he had somebody that was from a whole other country that had no connection to him whatsoever, so that he could bring them in, have them be essentially the scapegoat. And when this guy goes to try and find the doctor and stuff, nope, he's invisible. But you won't crack under pressure, so he'll still be able to actually make the sale. Right?
Yep.
And that's
genius.
So awesome, right? It didn't have to be you, but you were convenient.
You were convenient, and you were able to be motivated in a very convenient way. So I love the idea that he gets two birds with one stone here, and that he might get a new apprentice.
Slash lackey intern. Underpaid worker.
We'll see. But then also, I'm still making the sale, even though you ran off like a crazy person. Like that was easy. Like you just seem like you're more legit now because I already looked legit, and I'm now making the point of how you're scared. And if this was such a serious thing, you being scared and or maybe high in the moment because we forced that thing to be swallowed down your throat. That was Laurent playing into the you're gonna figure things out. I'm gonna do this now.
Almost like he was like setting him up to figure it out, right? With like letting him look at the watch and everything. And I love also the reason with why he'd be looking at the watch, because it's the oh shit, how long do I have before I lose my mind, right? And then it's the wait, hang on a sec.
Wait, that watch. That's my watch. The other watch. Oh my God, wait.
Right.
How far does this go?
But also with the thing of it gives an even crazier high when you swallow it straight.
Which is such a bullshit kind of thing. I love it.
Such a bullshit thing. But if you think about it, what he's essentially saying is, here's an opportunity.
Yes.
Because I have demonstrated that people under the effects of this act in this particular way. If this guy freaks out when he finds out what's going on, theoretically, we could chalk it up to the even crazier high or something like that, right? Like or if you try and imitate it, but you don't quite do a good enough job.
That's okay.
That's
it's
okay.
all covered under the umbrella of crazier high.
Right. It'll be different, you know? So I love that. And also the fact that he gave him a direct means of acting in a way that will be suspicious, but won't necessarily make the Don think I'm being fucked with.
Right. Because he got him to get away with the candy so they can't inspect it
exactly
later.
Right. Yeah. And if he still thinks, well, I'm getting my exclusive, rights to the stuff.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
the individual sample. But then on top of that, the method that he would use to escape is something that will back up Laurent's story.
Right.
Because having one person, okay, yes, this Abby person is a great actress. She's able to sell it.
Yeah.
If you have another person on top of that do it, then that adds even a bit more to it.
Yeah,
it might smooth over the fact that this
3-point thing, yeah.
Right. Like, this guy's powerful enough that I imagine Laurent would be in trouble if this deal goes badly, regardless of whether it's because of you or not, because you introduced this guy.
Right.
But by having it go in this particular way, there's maybe enough that the Don won't figure it out until he's long gone in another country.
Long gone and made his millions,
Yep, exactly.
Easy.
Cool.
Easy.
Yep.
And given how powerful this guy is to be able to influence things so precisely in Japan, and then to go immediately over to LA like this, he's not just wealthy, he's extremely wealthy.
Yeah, he has influence. He has ways that he can disappear.
Yes. But to be fair, I like this, is that he's scrappy enough that he cares about $5 million.
Oh.
This is a cool little detail here.
Yeah, the real con men just are integrated into society and con people like within the legal system.
They're called the insurance companies.
Right, exactly. Yeah. You
they bought politicians to the point where it is illegal for you to, do certain things medically in the US without an insurance company.
Right. Yeah.
Or if you own a car, even if you don't drive it, if you don't have insurance, you are illegally,
Right. Like just the fact that with the OP, we see all the influences and the inspirations for this kind of story, right? Where it's a love letter to those capers, right?
Oh my God, yes.
And yet nowadays, 5 million doesn't even really mean that much, all things
inflation
considered,
is so bad
right?
now,
Because of inflation and all sorts of crap. Whereas back in the day, right, you get your Ocean's 11 and it's like, no, we're each going to be getting.
We don't know what time this is, Jacob.
Sure, that's fair.
I think realistically, the fact that we're bringing things into such a real world setting with DiCaprio being casually mentioned, I think this is about as close to the modern day this came out as possible.
No, right. That's my point. Is that comparing that to maybe say some of the things that this would have been, inspired by and things like that, things like the Ocean's 11s and all the other stuff. 5 million for an organization like this is not actually going to take you that far, right?
No.
Like especially with
Not
the amount of
necessarily.
when you're paying all your people that are working for you, all the money that you would have to spend in order to make something like this happen. Like I'm very curious to see the inner workings of this organization now that our boy is inside it, because I could absolutely see them needing to continue doing stuff like this on a fairly regular basis in order to actually make it work.
Yeah. I'm also really excited for the classic Oliver Twist story that's going on here, basically. Yeah. We have the guy who's older, a little bit more mature, has very much the air of everything is put together, brings in the young one into the whole mix there. And then once he starts to piece apart what's going on, he finds out that the older one is actually not that well put together. That's why I made the point about being scrappy for the 5 million. Is that, our boy Edamura here, he finds 600 million yen to be a really big deal. Which actually, that's actually a fun thing there. That times this basically by saying that it's 120 to 1 conversion ratio for the yen to the dollar, which means by definition this is, pre-COVID and everything. So there's that. But also, that's something that if you're a part of an international crime organization, I assume 5 million is like, oh, that's good. It's great.
Right. That's worth putting on the books.
Right.
You know.
But it's not, some hope diamond or anything like that.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
It's not the classic trope of if we do this one job, we'll
be
retire
set for
and
life.
set for
Yeah.
life.
Uh-huh.
It's just we're
We got a
gonna
good score.
we're gonna get a guy that's already scummy and already might have the law kind of on his ass a little bit.
Yep.
So we can kind of pump and dump a little bit into this person.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. Because he's in trouble with the law, that might be one of the reasons why they think this guy could be a good mark. Because
he's desperate.
No, right, he's desperate, but also when we piss him off, if he's in trouble with the law, that might be something that keeps his attention a bit more than,
Yeah,
I need to find
scrutiny on him. He can't.
Yeah,
he can't move
exactly.
that freely.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, this is a
awesome.
really great start.
Yep, very fast beginning.
Very fast.
For some reason, because I'm figuring okay, the main character is going to be the con man, I figured that any team would be one that he would build.
Right.
But I like that he didn't because that saves so much time.
Oh my
as
gosh,
far as
so much time.
And that's
Episode 2 is going to be literally the next con.
right, exactly.
yeah.
And that's something that isn't exactly new of the young spunky kid that gets brought into the organization. But
Right.
I didn't expect this show to be this flavor of the con story and all that stuff.
And also as a fun thing, the way that the OP kind of put things more into the kind of the Black Phantom kind of look there, which makes it more like a detective kind of caper thing.
Yeah.
And then the episode being called Case 1-1, this might be more of the thing of where we find out who specifically they target has some purpose and the organization gets some kind of
that's a great
meaning
point.
out of hitting specific people. So it might literally be a Robin Hood kind of situation, rob from the corrupt and rich and specifically hurt the people that are the most abusive with their power and stuff.
It could also be something because the case part, I like that you brought that up because
Hero of justice, potentially.
Normally when I would think of a con story with con artists as main characters, I would think of it'd be Job 1-1, right? Something like that. But Case 1-1, that does make me think detectives. And so maybe the ongoing overarching plot isn't necessarily, even though it totally could be, we screwed someone over that's really powerful and now they're trying to get us back, right? Which is, that is a very tried and true formula that works very well, right? Sneaky Pete is one of the ones that comes to mind of fantastic first season at the very least from what I saw of that kind of caper. But if it's a case situation for the episodes, that could be an indication that it's we're big enough that we get people following us because they realize, these people are actually it's, you steal $600 and you can disappear on the street. But if you steal 600 million, you can't just disappear. They will find you, So
at least the tax man will find you.
Right.
But what I really love about this is that if we have our group being one that we only see kind of little smatterings of in the beginning here, over the course of the kind of beginning major chunk of this series, we can get introduced to them slowly as we go to different locations, and that's exciting. That
the
makes
different
sense.
talents and expertise
Right,
that
and
everybody
then
brings to the
different
table.
episodic little mini cases basically that can lead to that, and then we peel back the onion of Laurent and who he is and why he does this, because I didn't see him get any kind of joy about the 5 million, but I think he did get that little bit of that's because he is mafia. There's almost this braggadocio kind of thing of yes, we are hitting someone who's a mafioso.
Right.
He says he's a Hollywood producer, but that's just a line of bullshit. He's actually just their mafia, basically. So I'm excited to see where this idea that came into my head of the Dark Phantom, the Robin Hood, the Hero of Justice, the we own the night and
this is our city kind of a thing,
or this is our world basically.
Sure,
the
proper scale. Yeah,
exactly, and we we will do the crimes basically that will take away the power from those people that are abusing it in this way.
And the next episode will probably be where if there ends up being a pattern, you know,
or
like
a manifesto, effectively.
Sure, yeah, right. Some agenda or, you know, like specific kind
beyond just money. Yeah.
beyond just money, right? Because that's on the surface, that's all they need, you know, as a motivation here. But if we got something extra, great. Last thing I want to say for this episode is I really loved how the reveal was presented to us. It was done very quickly. It was done in a way that felt like it wasn't talking down to me or anything like that. We didn't need to have it explained verbally or anything like that. The shot of the old lady that just casually leaves the house right as the
that
real
was so
the
eerie.
real like old lady like walks in the other door. That was mwah.
Yeah.
I adore that.
Like, it just left me dumbfounded.
Yeah.
Because it made me think, just gonna throw this out there. It made me think, like, holy shit, that's probably exactly how it looks and feels like. Is that you had someone living in your house for a number of days or what have you. You never knew. You just never knew.
You were just on a trip visiting your family overseas. Right. You know, and then 2 weeks later you come back and all that's weird. A water purifier. I don't remember getting that, but I mean I guess I have been kind of forgetting things lately. Odd. You know. And that's it. Like it's so easy for the con reveal to be something that feels undeserved, right? Because since it's off screen, you can have whatever you want happens, right?
Right. That is, I would say, just a very big thing that they're setting up here. And I would just ask that the show be respectful of this, is that you can only make your audience buy so much happening off screen before it becomes a bit magic-y.
Right.
So,
and in this particular case, it was pushing the bounds of that, but it works because
it's the first episode.
Because it's the first episode, but also the very specific circumstances in which they needed a scapegoat that had no connection. Right. You know, so sure, yeah, there you go, right?
Perfect.
But it could be very easy, and I've, you know, even in the examples of these kinds of things that I really enjoyed, like in the later seasons of Leverage, even though I loved the earlier seasons, it ended up just being like, and then we say that, you know, this bullshit thing happened because why not? You know, and it's like, okay, that, you know, like you want to be able to be like, oh shit, that's what it was. But when I think about it, that does make sense, you know?
Which is why something I'm excited this show might be baking into its premise is that rather than have our team is going to get so much better over the course of time that we're going to see them then doing crazier and crazier things, it's that, no, our team is so large that we're going to call in always the expert, the one person, the two people from this location that we haven't introduced before that can do this ridiculous thing.
Right. The people that they used, the old lady that like, you know, lived in the house and everything, I'm guessing, she might be somebody that's a recurring character. And if she is, great, because I loved that reveal and all that stuff. So if you see more of her, awesome. But at the same time, she could totally just be a local that has a fun hobby on the side that nobody knows about, right?
Yep.
And it's just, oh yeah, can you do this thing? Sure.
How much am I getting paid? Yeah.
Yep,
Put it in my
exactly.
contract,
right.
whatever. Cool.
She has her niche, you know, like what's the phrase with like actors where they're like
side gig.
No. They're like specific typecast, right?
Oh.
She has her typecast job for the cons and stuff. And when they specifically need a nice
unassuming
unassuming old lady that like, you know, someone can think they can take advantage of or whatever, they call her up and she's like, yeah, cool. You know, my grandkids don't talk to me anymore, so yeah, this is fun. You know, right? Like that. Yeah. Yeah.
God, so cool. But yeah, show is fun. Having Queen at the very end was awesome. That was something I was spoiled about before I watched the show, that Queen did the EED, Freddie Mercury. And I was just like, I didn't know what song, but the fact that this song
that makes total
perfect
sense. Yeah.
For the anime, but the fact that they also got the rights for that, and I'm just like, oh, that's awesome.
Right.
And then also it's like, okay,
but
well, that's none of that can be in the reaction. Obviously.
That would be just a bit of a problem.
That'd be a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out my Baldur's Gate 3 Let's Play on Twitch. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.